Another day. Another dead alco. Hahaha, hysterical. Oh, lamo even. 3 times really? 2 wasn't enough. I've never seen someone fold as many retries. Did she really pass away? Yeah, that's Aozuki without doubt. Specifically the third Aozuki. Her head was pierced by what appears to be a bullet. The body is floating in the hot water. It's continuing to bleed. It's impossible to estimate the time of death, but it's be reasonable to assume she passed away when we heard the gunshots. Equaling the gunshot we heard with the time of the murder is begging for a red herring. If something holds true, there's still gunpowder or smoke in the dressing room we passed by. Murder happened about 10 minutes ago. The killer's close by. We catch him and check the GSR on their hand. There's no excuse he can. And waiting for that, I'm the prep. In making an excuse, I shot the woman dead. You're free to arrest me or get some payback. Sounds about right. Her gunshot wound tells us what the weapon was. But before that, we need to tell us more about the disaster that happened here. It's a dumb story, but sure. If you also came to this inn, I suppose you would believe me. I woke up early today. I walked here to take a dip at the secret spring. No one left their clothes in the dressing room. I thanked the Buddhas. I was only one there, but when I laid eyes on Bath, Aozuki was there first. No, I was. Huh? There's another one of me, and the woman who died. The other me was facing off against the woman. She had her back turned to me. Once seeing my dumbfounded face through the glasses door, the other me made the first move. The other me raised the rifle at an unbelievable speed and pulled the trigger. Put it at Aozuki, but we heard 2 shots. Oh, I get it. The other Sugitani aimed at you, and not Aozuki, right? Right, the other me fired as soon as face came into view. And the woman blocked it. One quick hop to the side and her head got blown off instead of mine. I may have been disturbed, but I'm a spirit exorcist. I was lucky I still had undressed. Before the enemy had a chance to load a second shot, I had my rifle in hand and made a headshot. The enemy then vanished without leaving a body. That's about what happened here. This woman wouldn't be dead if I weren't here. I'm essentially her killer. This Aozuki is the sister of the woman who died on day 1, right? Don't know if she was the older or younger sister, but I liked her. It was my first time killing someone who put their life on the line for others. I see, that is a disaster, but you got nothing to feel depressed about, Renabu. Aozuki did it because she lost to decide taking the bullet was the right thing to do. She was true to herself and did what she wanted. You killed her, far from it. Agree. Aozuki doesn't put herself on the line for others. Everything she does is following her credo. You're just happy to helping others to a fatal degree. That's her lot in life. Makes sense. You people make it sound so heartwarming. Am I the only one catching the solemnity of the moment? Oh, there she is. There she is indeed. Found where my life signal terminated. Perfect timing. Not 2 strangers welcome me with a smile, and 2 acquaintances glare silently, putting on pressure with their sour face. Oh, there's Robin too. What's going on? Is this some kind of prank? Got it. Sorry that made you have to explain all that for the 3rd time. And Sugitani, don't get too hung up over what happened here. None of it was their fault. You forgive me for killing you. Well, no, I wasn't the one who pulled the trigger. Exactly, you didn't shoot me, so no more talking about it. If anything, we gotta thank you. We gotta skip out a lot of pointless investigation thanks to your prompt confession. True, it's Aozuki's fault for constantly unprepared. She never thinks of the stress she puts on her friends. I already apologized. It's so pathetic of me to lose 3 times on the same case. It makes sense with how my depths get extended until the singularity is resolved. I can sort of feel my base power lowering. Your base power is lowering? But the previous alcohols never mentioned anything to that effect. Well, I can see why. Same reason for the first, second, and third. I think they didn't want to say anything that would put me at a disadvantage. I'll describe it. It's like I've been made to carry a really heavy backpack since getting here. Like I showed up with full tank but lost 40% of my gas the second after I arrived. Common travel issue, honestly. So where's Alice? I thought she would be here. Not here, and that explains the vlog. She might still be in her room. We should go to the top floor of... No, don't go out. The hallway should already be starting to get foggy too. Seems so. The fog got from the hallway to the newer building. How nasty is this fog? Nasty doesn't even come close to describing it. Touch that fog and you'll instantly go missing. It doesn't distinguish from friend from foe. The man-eating fog jogs and close any human who wanders into it without exception. It's called Wander Snatch. The Rose Hound. Floyd Kickshaw, no one has defeated yet. A word murder snare that crew energy Alice only deploys when she's going all out. Hello. Huge QP farming. Alice? It's coming soon. Yuck. Someone screamed. Folks, there's no fog in here. I was right to be calling second mediums. This place is safe, is it not? Good gracious, I'm saved. The world may end at any moment, but I'm not dying if it does. Calm down, Mr. Kumano. What happened? I bet you asked, people getting spirited away right before my eyes, that is what. I was by the souvenir shop when. That'll do it. Next time, check up on the secret spring. Yoshisuke, are we having grilled saru for breakfast today? I appreciate the flame broiled fish in the morning, but all the smoke is starting to hurt my eyes. I did have to be on the day I did my hair. I feel like half of the world is missing. It's not my doing, Kashin. That fog's not smoke. Someone must have left the door open. These mountains get foggy all the time. Kashin, dear, your faces. Ah, my eye hurts. I can't see a thing. I can hear your voice, but I can't see you. Where are you, Yoshisuke? Now it's reading to my right eye. Ah. I'm scared. Help. I'm scared from head to toe. I'm so scared. I can't feel my limbs. Yoshisuke, help me. Yoshisuke, it's like I'm being eaten by the ox god. What? You just lost sight of her, right? That damn sorcerer, I mean, the doll maker is dead? Kashin was the last person I expected to see get swallowed away before my eyes. We can talk after you shut the door, hurry, the fog is getting in. Any news on other guests? Do you get in touch with any? The interphone's working. I'll be calling them in a flash. It's correct. Make sure you don't leave your room. Shut the windows tight. Are we clear? Why, you want to take a hot spring bath in the morning? Don't be stupid. Your life is worth more than that. I'll update as soon as I figure out what's happening. I beg you to stay put. Despite his demeanor, he actually does his job. We can trust Yoshisuke with verifying the safety of the other guests. The problem is the fog outside. I also can say it bites when you touch it. Fog doesn't do that. Does it work like normal fog in how we can expect it to clear by noon? Now the sun or the wind won't do a thing to it. It won't go away until we all go missing. That's how fairy tale works. They're on a whole other league compared to what's haunting this inn. Phew, thank goodness all other guests were still in their rooms. You got me anxious because second mediums are prone to running away, but someone who came with her entire family wouldn't. You were impressively fast with your phone calls. What was I? That's a daily routine in the haunted inn. What's with the discomforting face? I'm not scared at all. Because I believe in Wan-Wan-sama's power. But I do take issue with what he's doing now. Are we going to turn out alright? Yes, if we're going to turn out alright, Aosuki. But this time I'm not alone. If you key and mash around, we could find a way. Wait, Aosuki. The same Aosuki who passed away 2 days ago. Yes, but no. Daughter, come on. That's kind of pushing it. Stop and tell the story from the start. So what are you doing? Tell him the same thing you just told me. Don't. This guy won't believe it, and we don't have the time to spare either. Major, you didn't see this fog coming either, right? Then hide safely behind your desk and don't come out. We'll get rid of fog. You didn't even have to ask. We're hoping for a special payout for it though. Ah, big words for the detective with no powers. I just asked you not to anger Wan-Wan-sama in the process. The innkeeper looks like a novice, though he knows what he's doing, but the insult was uncalled for. Maybe he has a grudge against private eyes. Either way, securing a pay was fantastic, Tobimaru. That will get the team motivated. How do we clear this fog? Didn't you say waiting won't help? Normally we count on help from Robin Hood or Jack, and for fairy tale relates to nursery rhyme. To forelearn its strategy, but we already reached the summon cap in the singularity. If we touch the fog, we disappear. What's not checking out, Yuki? Sugitani and Kumano touched it. Good point. Kumano freaking out distracted me from noticing. Got some explaining to do, Aosuki. Touching the fog doesn't raise us immediately. Huh? Weren't you always here? Did you come running from your bedrooms or something? That's my second time dueling. With it, so I've been blurring my coordinates to cross the fog. Did I never need to do that? Yeah, after killing the other me, I hid in the hallway. The fog hit me well, from Yuki and Mash. I've been touching the fog the entire time, some 10 minutes, I get her. I see, as fog should take immediate effect instead of being delayed like this. One touch and you're gone, seems like she's weakened. So we have a time lag before Wonder Snatch Mouse starts appearing in the fog. Okay, we can afford short periods of contact with the fog. We should split up and find Alice. Alice may have her issues, but she wouldn't unleash her precious deployed kickshaws where everyone can see. It's weird to assume that she got possessed by Wan-Wan-sama and lost her sanity. So don't risk trying to talk it out or rescue her. Once you find her, immediately contact the rest of the team and assemble here. The only way to stop Alice is by joining force and executing a fail-proof surprise attack. Fine, I'll stay here and hand out the communication. My bodyguard will be alright. It's about time we reviewed the case. Keep Sojo Hiro as my secretary. Yuki Mash in one team, Aosuki and Sugitani on the other. Come report whenever you find Kuenji or anything auspicious along the way. It'd also help if you could check up on the other guests, just to be safe. Okay, get moving. I'm counting on your legwork. Check every nook of the inn.
謎ばかりっていうかな。うわ、また出た。この旅館オカルトスポット多すぎない？
What? You can choose here or there? Wrong answer, correct answer. So basically, you have multiple choice. This one or that one. Let's go over here then. Our 10 minutes will be up 1 minute from now. Master, let's enter a room to take refuge from the fog. Thanks for heads up, Mash. As Hollyhock shoots, where Shiro is staying, we better pay him a visit. Mr. Shiro. Hello, Shiro. It's Nugget, he's here, despite being advised not to leave this room. And no fog inside our room. Let's try going to a different guest room. I have a feeling like something terrible is going on. Not here either. Where could her eyes be hiding? Can't sense any magical energy either. Maybe she's not inside the inn. Could she have been dead all along? Don't say such heartless stuff with a straight face now. The girl is awfully a partner of yours. Or is there some grounds for thinking she might be dead already? It's wishful thinking, after all. It adds up better for her to be dead than possessed. Huh? How do you mean? Never in life would that girl use maze trap to attack people indiscriminately. I doesn't agree with her for certain reasons. Now here we are in such a never situation, so it would turn out better if she were dead. Sort of like if magical energy were seeping from her corpse like venom, or is she concerned that still be saving grace? Not so much heartless as you are like-minded, then I hate to trouble my friends in a similar way. But your fear is unfounded, Azuki. Much like you guessed, it's more than likely that Kuonji is being manipulated by some spirit. This inn is a den of villainy. It never goes as you expect. Remember, you'll be possessed if you let your guard down carelessly. You seem to be well informed about the inn. Sugitani, what kind of place is this? I heard tell that it was once an ancient turf of the Mountain Lord. It didn't become a hot spring inn until the Show era. The inn wasn't even that strange originally, until things changed 4 years ago. I suspect the source of it all to have been that woman Keshin. Keshin, the life and exorcist gal, so he met her as Sugitani. Oh yeah, she may pretend to be a little girl, but there's no telling what's true about that. Exactly 2 years ago, in early spring, I busted my gut and one leg in a fair job. The spirit set all of it to rot. I heard from Keshin that the secret spring at Kumano hot spring could cure me, and this was the result of the treatment. The result was what? Your body looks healthy enough to me. I'm a man. The result is like you see. Revolutionary. You said it was too late for my original body, so she may remake my physical body. And no wonder. So now you're back once again to take revenge on something. It ain't about revenge. There's no denying that she helped me, but it's like feeling that won't abate. I came to ask if there was some way I could get my old body back. Don't tell Yuki or the others, will you? A point of honor. Huh, I can't really relate, but I'll keep my mouth shut. Crashing and swallowed whole by the fog, I honestly feel like taking off down the mountain right this minute. But I owe you a big one. I'll stick around until you get your dear partners to safety. Yeah, nobody here either. Yes, this is the Mirage suit where Miss Rogi and her family are staying. But there's no sign of the Free, just their luggage. Neither Mr. Shiro or Miss Rogi seems like rash individual. I don't think they would purposely defy the manager's instruction. No fogs leaked into her room. Since we can't grasp the situation, our top priority should be find Alice and get her to release the bound of few. We should go back to the Sky Suit, Senpai. There might be a clue waiting for us. This is a Raven suit. Fujino's room, right? Check around that drawing room. You look for anything out of place here, Ozaki. Right, Fujino. The U's investigation records Yuki shared didn't have much about her. Do you know what kind of person she is, Yukitani? What? What kind of reaction is that? You sound like you saw Bigfoot. Now, Stormy, are you even an exorcist? Or someone doesn't know about the Twister? She's the creator of deadly clairvoyant telekinesis, Chris material art style. The creator is an ensemble who showed up at the inn. People far away, people on the other side of the walls. It doesn't matter. She'll put a curse on you that squeezes your body. People suffering that curse end up like a wrung out rag. That's how she earned the moniker of Twister. What the hell? Then she could do all the locked room murders she wants. Why wasn't she suspected first as one of my possible killers? Well, the cause of your death has mainly been head injury. Nobody would have thought Twister was behind that. It's just, well, take a second to think about it. Why would someone so dangerous be showing up to perform exorcism? Anyway, you look at it, she should be the target one of... There is no reason for her to come to this inn. August must have their original motives. Is that the reasoning Yuki and others arrived at? Yours being, oh yeah, that was why you were at the Secret Spring today. What? Don't finish that thought. It's embarrassing. Why did your bunch come to such a remote place in months anyway? You don't come off like you want to end of the 5 string. If anything, your biggest secrets turns out that's someone you're close to. Aosuke, hey! Aosuke, what's happened? Where'd you go? The radiant sky suit are next door to it. No abnormalities around the sink. There's even a small dish with water for Robin. As long as it's just us here, senpai, can I discuss something complicated with you? Sure. It's about Detective Tsukichi, you see? About how I've been escorting the detective for the last 2 days. He's a person who's never been involved with the arcane, yet he's easily talked about magecraft and missing glories and reshifting. He's very accepting of supernatural phenomena without any reaction. I felt like it could be a matter of his temperament. At times during the investigation, he told me he had something to look into, leaving alone for a while. Every evening at 6, he quietly walked nonchalantly into the old building, very unconscientiously. Yesterday I was curious enough to follow him part of the way. Managed had to find that really fishy. I was listening from the corner of the hallway. I don't know who he was meeting with. But he said in a very serious tone, "There are no problems here, I'll keep my promise. And things will be wrapped in 2 days. Then what is that?" Mash? Even Mash is spear on me. What's up, Mario? What do you make of this daily Aquasai news? Hazuki came here to stop the world from suffering collapse. As long as they're killing her, can we consider the killer tantamount the world destroyer? Sure, that much is clear to see. Hazuki great contribution as well. Hazuki is the one getting killed all tragically, but all that should be playing out as part of her plan. She's a victim, yet not. That label would be something the killer would claim if we were to ask. Then the killer is put at worse than her. How so? What reason is there for serial Hazuki killings? Because the culprit aim has been fulfilled. Whatever that may be, it's getting obstructed on a daily basis by Hazuki QED. I'm starting to see an interception in sports term. Quite right, the aim of our pitiful killer and this blog are entirely different matters. It's not clear why it is Kunji that's disappear, or why she's laying out all this fog. Yuki's group will discover and sort it out before long. But before we can get to that, there's still Hazuki, account for the rest of the securities. Is she real when she says she world will be destroyed if nothing done about these hot springs? There's no sign of anything along the lines. Then again, why would Hazuki scare us from such a line? Plus, this almighty secret spring, a holy grail, they're saying it can make your any heart desire come true. But I'm not about to start believing the world can be destroyed on the basis of one wishes. What's your take, Sonoji? You and her are a thing. How serious is Hazuki about this? Is there any point in playing dumb? However, I get the feeling washing my face would pick up things up a bit. Toby Maru, about what you said about Alice. Toby Maru. Anybody there? Sorry, Toby Maru isn't here. Same with Kumano and Yoshisuke. They disappeared all of a sudden. By the looks of it, Mash has a well. Anyway, come over here and calm down over a cup of tea. I'm glad you say so, Drew. You too, if I'm still present, you have to be in good health as my master, so I wasn't too worried. Regardless, the situation is grim. At this rate, Sugitani and others may already be. I'm safe, thanks, but Hazuki disappeared. Should I have started by announcing myself? Sugitami Renabu is back with you. Tell me what has happened with you guys. First things first. The guests in the new buildings are all gone. Toby Mar disappeared, as well as when I took my eyes off him. Hazuki and Mash went away when you two had your heads turned. The conditions shall appear similar. It's not a matter of being exposed to the fog for too long. Both Yuki and myself were walking through the new building. If that's all it took, we'd be gone too, but the other guests never had contact with the fog to begin with. Disappearing without contact with the fog, which means it isn't. I get it, the fog isn't related. It seems that way. Alyssa got it wrong this time, sorry to admit. Alyssa got on the wrong side of Alice fogs plenty of times, so she considered it to be a threat. But it can't be the fog that's been disappearing people, some other rule is in effect. A different rule, even when shut into one's room, the condition of acting it could be when looking into a mirror on your own. Took long enough for you to smarten yourselves up, too slow by a few flock of guts. That is Robin's voice. Robin's been flying tellingly this since the morning. Honestly, I thought you forgot I was up. I was up here braining my days to know I'm not ostrich size. I could never fly if I was that big. Right, so your culprit this time is in fact no, Mr. Mirror. One straight look in the mirror gets you shut up in the mirror world. Call it the work of the Wandersnatch outer. What's going on with the bird? Has the world finally gone topsy-turvy? Alright, this bird can talk, but he can't think, so don't pay his word to any mind. You know what's all along, Robin. You betcha I was always on the enemy side, splattering and zipping, and keep careful watch of you plunkers. Why do you take me for a bird? Wait a tick and why wouldn't you? I don't need a spotlight to tell you this, I'm on Miss outside all the way. You hear? No balance can compel me to testify against her. Okay, fine, by the way, where's Alyssa anyway? Where's the inverted room again? You know, the one loft. Miss Alice thought she was getting a jump off things by waking up early, but she got herself possessed by talking a dumb mirror lightly. I thought I was rather noisy, and here you are, with that useless bird of mine. Good to see you, survivors. 3 of you remaining is excessive. Perhaps you have an abundance of luck. Then again, a horror movie protagonist would require that. At any you pegged for about 2 hours of film footage. They really have enough luck to eke out 6 more hours worth of amusement. Have too much darkness going on. This Kunji must be an imposter, Sojiro. Is there any way the real one could be this sinister? Why are you looking that way for? Say something. Sure, she's an imposter, but hold your fire for a moment. Knowing how Alice's overdeveloped sense of humor is hard to tell from tragedy, it's possible that she's real. You'll pardon a fake me for saying this, but you're just as frank a person as Alice remembers. I am a reverse copy of the spiritual phenomena, the depths of cruel energy Alice conscious. Goes at just a reflection of his shadow. It isn't out of feelings of fun or amusement that you've been shut away like this, or it shouldn't be. I'm only taking on the role of the phenomenon reverse copy. I say that on behalf of the real thing, though I admit this is somehow in bad taste. Say straight from her lips, Alice usually does have dark power to spare. Shut up for a second, Shoujo. Agreed. Why would a reverse copy of the fake be coming after us? Naturally, to come see the twisted looks of terror on your faces. Now that you've seen through the mirror rule, I'll change over right away to the fog rule. The real Wandersnatch is too gruesome for my liking, but extra gore isn't so bad from that time to time. Relegate yourselves to the inverted mirror room if you want to be saved before the route changes. Out of respect to you 3 who survived, I'll play the most delightful game with you. She must take us for pushovers. Does she think we'll have to roll over and die that easily? I got Yuki in the meantime, and so Jiro's. He knows Alice well enough. Kicking her ass is direct and exercising her is child's play. If we know where she is, isn't that right, Chojiro? What the hell did she put you through before? You're fine here. Come a little further in. There's no room for us to dance if you have 1 foot on the stairs. If you want to exercise me, you need to bravely march 1 forward. You won't have it your way. Suppose that, for argument's sake, if we rush into the attic, you end up in the invented mirror room, which mirrors on all sides. The fake house would have her foot planted far away from the entrance. Approaching would get you surrounded by mirrors. Mirrors won't lock onto us as long as we're packed together. We just need to keep watching each other. The mirror will only catch us if we're alone. I'm not sure if that was the only case. She'd have lured us in 1 by 1. She must have told all 3 of us come for a reason. Like some unfair rule she added without us knowing. That sounds like something she'd do. Yuki, do you have a plan? Okay, good strategy. Ranabu, take the rear while Yuki and I make the point. Just keep those shoulders open and they'll be cure sight. I'll show you what a sniper is capable of. Hit the pressure up. Do the usual master. Got it. 1 full team summon going.
作戦タイムだ。落ち着こう。
酒を待て。毒になそこだ。そう、そこにいるのね。大きくしてあげる。つまび
さて、宝具。ああ、切り
命は大切にね。
気持ちはわかるよ。熊の相手よりはまあ。
そう。質も量も三流か。
Survived with 1 HP.
よう煩わせるな。旅館の構造。ボーナス獲得。ミッションクリア。では次のミッションをどうぞ。行ける場所が増えたのね。新しい手がかりを見つけましょう。
In this Miss Alice apologies were all the fun, all the guests. Christmas recruit May, just for the rarity of it, you ought to consider experience a night again. I apologize for the inconvenience I caused, although I remember none of it. I'll endeavor to never forget the valuable lesson that this incident taught me. Feels like living a fairy tale. Yeah, that and none of the people we disappeared got hurt. I'm trying to copy the Robin phrasing, and consider this a net zero, that we did waste a lot of time. That's uncalled for. Alice only ran off alone because she had a plan. Am I right, Alice? You wouldn't walk into one of the great horror rooms just for a moisture, would you? Our plan still had one. Am I allowed to say I don't know my reasoning? Huh? Why does that haunting have a lingering effect? Alice was operating alone because of me. I messed up last night. I didn't saw everything the way I should have. Is that so, Alice? Not really. I did what I wanted to do. By the way, now that we're all in the same group, I'd like to submit evidence to Robbins. Ta-da, Miss Alice found this silver box in loaf. Isn't that the Suki's Bassett mentioned? Yes, remember the strange reaction Chizuki had in front of him. Curious about that, I went to investigate the attic. The Suki was hidden under the floor bed behind the mirror. Was I useful? Of course, huge catch, Alice. Let's see what's inside. Bassett told Uki that password was 2005, 1028, right? It's full of paper. Reports perhaps. Yeah, that's the clock tower cyber. Let me check. It's proven that there are no observation records of X city from Y province of Japan from the 1st to the 6th of May 1999. We theorize that is either a falsification of our history or a point branching towards a permanent event. The association assigns the sealing destination force are present in the region. And the church assigns the acting presbyter present in the region to investigate this abnormality. Signed Lord Brishan, Department of the Lore. Brishan, as in the headmaster of the clock tower, but as is a super big deal. So the Mage Association was also aware of the abnormality in the Kumano hot springs. 1999. We're in 2001, so that would be 2 years ago. So the abnormality from 2 years ago was only observed now. Correct, the Mage Association was also aware of the details. After all, they cannot observe it. The first echo was presumably involved with the 1999 abnormality. I think so too, though less was involved and more is involved right now. The first Alco mission was in 1999 Kumano, but things didn't go well, so she warped to Kumano 2 years later. And when trying to solve the problem, the culprit killed her. She must have been pretty tired. There's another document here. Seems like it has Mr. Kumano profile and background. Kumano Yoshisuke, former TV personality, quit the industry in 1997 and gained employment at the Kumano Inn. Age 20, Kumano was originally his stage name, but he changed it to his official name when adopted by the owner of the Kumano property. Former name Kinonomi Hosuke. Former name what? Huh? I heard that name somewhere. No way, that guy is Kinomi? Fuck, no wonder I found him so annoying. Aosuki. I know, I'll grab him and make him come clean. Excuse me, who is Kinomi? A high school classmate of Shizuki. They stayed in the same school years as Tsukiji and Aoko, the bane of the latter student council career. Let's hold them, we're at risk of letting those two strangle a major lead to death. Oh dear, your folks look like the image of Fury. Was it the moving skeleton this time? Who cares, we're about to rip off that skin mask and take a good look at a skull. Time to pay the piper, Kinomi. The jig is up. Oh, is it? Then I don't need disguise anymore. Hold up. And hello friends, here's your antidote for boredom. The class dearest Kinomi Hosuke. I can't believe it, it's actually him. How did you change your bone structure? Awesome, ain't it? This guy's bodysuit is Kashin's masterpiece. But damn, isn't life simply crazy? I'm just here secluded in my mountain. When suddenly we get a visit from His Highness, Obari Tobimaru, and then Shizuki grows young. But Alice's beauty is the same as ever, and the press doesn't stop dying and coming back. What the hell kind of class reunion is that? I didn't even get an invitation. I'm only here because you don't have a fixed address, because your ass didn't bother telling your parents where you live. Oh, that. I mean, you know how famous I got as a comedian. That's why I couldn't risk my address going public. Gotta tell you, man, it's not easy being famous. Excuse me, who is this press you mentioned? Oops, I guess I need a proper introduction. I'm Kinomi Hosuke, a buddy of the detective and his assistant in our teenage years. And the press is Aosuki, because she was a student council president at our high school. Yet the blood-stained president even Kinomi refused to joke about. Terrence. Still, I'm impressed you managed to keep your calm for so long with Aosuki getting killed every day. I know you could have imagined what she would do to you with a scandal like this happening at the inn you're in charge of. Sure can. I was crapping my pants in my heart. The first time when you said the body name was Aosuki, I thought I had met my fate. The second one was more like, huh, I knew she was alive, and now she's got killed again. Then let me calm down, but today, well shit, you almost gave me a heart attack. Oh, because Aosuki was here at the same time as her body. Now that you mention it, I do remember you losing it. Wait, Aosuki, the same Aosuki who passed away 2 days ago? Sorry, come on, that's kind of pushing it. Stop and tell the story from the start. How could I not? The idea that Press managed to marry someone is scarier than any of the 5 horrors. Let go of me, soldier up. I can't kill him like this. Sorry, most of this has completely flown over our heads. Would I be right to assume from the tone of the session that Mr. Konami is not an evil schemer? Completely right. Oh, this girl is so nice to me. I like nice. Yeah, as you can see, he's a small-time crook at best, capable of petty trickery, but not anything larger. Got it, a funny friend who is a bad influence. Not sure about calling him a bad influence. He's a pretty good-natured man. Everyone had a school friend you got along with for reasons you can't put into words. It doesn't matter if you're Yoshisuke or Hosuke, my question is still the same. What's the almighty spring? You must have gathered all those mediums here for a reason. What you're up to? Be honest, I won't be mad if you tell me. I'll spare your life. How am I supposed to trust that you won't be mad? You always are. For my safety, I refuse to speak in my lawyer's absence. Oh, that's your last request. I expected a lot worse from you, Kinomi. Just kidding, I'll talk. My reason for assembling the second medium's right. I genuinely just wanted all those haunts banished from my inn, really. I did use the wishing spring as a way to lure the bunch. But I had no go beyond that. It was more of a project than a scheme, don't you think? A campaign to put my Kumano inn back in business. If operation continued going so lean, I had to close down. Why were you in disguise? Oh, that. The first medium who came here sucked. He showed up with 5 disciples, partied hard for 3 days and 3 nights, and left without doing shit. What was a shame, I invited through the network. I built up back when I was doing TV. So I asked the caption for advice. She said, Yoshisuke, it's written all over your face that you're an easy sucker, so you should disguise yourself to hide your scared face. She has a point. And also, well, I need to assume a fake identity. Establishing Rupert Wishing Spring increased my clientele, so when I thought I had something good going on, I took out a big loan. I built a new building. And you can guess what comes next. At the risk of the loan sharks killing me faster than the ghosts could, I had to do it. You got stuck between a rock and a hard place. No guests coming and no way to pay your debt. Now ask just to be sure, have you ever wished for the world to could just end? Huh? Where did that come from, your highness? Are you tired of life? I love to have my debt cancelled, but a full-on reset is too much. The Kumano Inn is in poor shape, but it's still my treasure. There's always a chance to turn things around, you know? That's the Kinomi I know. His roundness optimism is almost refreshing. Yeah, this guy is completely off the suspect list. That progress, I guess. But he's still the owner of the place. Kinomi, what's behind the unopened door? I already told you, I don't know. What do you think unopenable means? If you manage to open it, I'll be the first one in. What about the Waman-sama legend? Oh, I made them up. Well, Kumano always had its tales about yokai that saw the future, but they lacked punch, so I gave them a little spice. Ever heard of a Holy Grail? It's a cup that grants wishes. I suppose you wouldn't. It's a secret to the deepest layer of the world. Anyway, they say this JP-rKyECtnz treasure exists, so I made up my own by giving it more Japanese spin. Well, I mean bull. So my take on the cup is called Wanwan-sama. The Holy Grail. Where? Huh? I can't remember who told me. Heard one of the guests. I started circulating Wanwan-sama's story 2 years ago, so around that time. All things considered, it's hard to believe Yoshisuke was Kinomi all the time. I guess I did hear somewhere that he'd become a comedian after graduating. Did you know Alice? What? No way, you knew. Be quiet, Tsukushi will hear you from the men's side. I would say that I didn't know if I were chose between yes or no. I did stay at this inn in the past, and he had been an employee back then. And when Kinomi wasn't here this time, I refrained from asking if he got quit. The fact that matter, you didn't consider he be in skies. So you've been here before. A woman's move. The girl who shuts herself in her mansion all year long. A coincidence. Short-term customers, secluded in the mountains. Just what I thought would be relaxing. It's been decades since you went off on your journey. I felt like taking a trip of my own, at least once a year. You said when you set out, the only thing you need is some sociability. Well, come on. Did that stick with you? Ugh, it was just a bit of lashing out. I'm staying mad at Kinomi. We're staying quiet, but I'm thankful to him for fully reserving the open air bath. I wonder if Yoshisuke's good treatment of you in particular was the guy, thanks to conscience. And why choose Kumano for stage allies? Don't people normally make one that more closely resembles their real name? Yeah, that part is Kinomi all over. Look at Kuma part of it. There you go, Kumari's father's Chinese restaurant, which we're so reliant on. What? Oh, come on, bear? As in Matt Bear. Kumari. A restaurant where Kinomi and I worked during our high school days. The manager was named Kumari. The family had a bunch of sons and one daughter. Her name was Kojika, which means golden hand. She was our classmate and friend of Aosuki. Still, it's been 4 days. This day has gone a lot longer than I expected. But job's about 90% of the way done. I could go home right now if I wanted. Huh? What are you saying, Tobimaru? This trip wasn't a business expense to unwind between jobs. You heard that part? Sure, the business trip was put on. We were here all along to look for someone. It was to find their long-lost, unaccounted for idiot son. Considering a friend of his from high school might be able to pull it off, I was tasked to search for him. So we came here as a detective to find Kinomi. This is news to me. Then Kinomi was your reason for being here. Oh, that's right. You're the shoujo from 10 years ago. Our intel wasn't up to it. The one who brought up the possibility of Kinomi being Kumano was you know? Did I? Nice to see I'm still used after 10 years. By the way, I've been thinking about something since this morning. Why the long face? Things he's been thinking about tend to be real bombshells. I must swear it's a perfectly ordinary question. What's with the secret spring from this morning? Your reincarnation. I had the same thing on my mind. Male reincarnation? I believe that's from out of Buddhism. Buddhism has the belief that women cannot become Buddhas, no matter how you devote their practice. But Amitabha Buddha took pity on them, making a provision in its vows for them to reincarnate as men. The story being that receiving that even a woman may become a Buddha. The word Buddha can't actually be explained in a few words. But to put it simply, it can be compared to being enlightened or a saint. We'll look at the big brain, Omash, I know next to nothing about Buddhism. Whether or not women's right get more traction is probably a topic of debate in years to come. But Buddhism or no Buddhism, I would like to have been a guy, maybe just once. Isn't it pretty interesting how a change in body can affect your whole value system? What would updating your sensibility do for you at this point? That's why you keep getting killed every morning. Grow up. He's right, you should stay away from hot springs. Aosuki. Carrying your corpse to the cave is a real workout. You don't have to tell me. It's put me off morning baths were pretty much always. Just let me survive long enough to eat a good breakfast with everyone already. Then pathetic complaints of Aosuki alcohol and the laughing voice of friends fade into the night sky. Just the way hot spring experience ought to be. Sounds like a good idea for next year Golden Week getaway. And so, with such passionate feelings to get you in the old ticker, the evening day 4 went by. Morning. Yes, Echo and Alice dropped by from the neighboring room. Tobimura should still be sleeping. He seemed to have eased up a little bit after discovering Kinomi. Hopefully we didn't make too much noise. Good morning, Yuki. I told her it was still early, but Alco was in too much of a rush to hear me out. I mean, shouldn't time be better to be spent? The best thing about staying at a hot spring inn is the morning walk. Good morning, you two. Is it a little warmer today, or is it just me? Hence why I changed it into something summery. Go to the old building whenever you're ready, Yuki. I doubt we get all the good breakfasts if we left it to Kinomi, so we both reserve a kitchen. I didn't know you two could cook. It depends on the menu, as long as it's stew, pot-au-feu, or something chopped and simmered. I'm kind of anything from any place. Just let me at the inn's high quality ingredients. Aosuki and Alice can whip up great things when not shackled by frugally, miraculous cooking, crude but refined. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I hear some noise coming from the hallway. Isn't that Mr. Kinomi? Coming through. Seriously, sorry for wrecking the morning's mood. Yuki, Mash, Sojo, anyone here? Oh, my is very bad. Hold on to your hats before you hear this. We hit 4 murders at the hot spring. Aosuki is dead once again. Huh? Oh? Yeah? What now? What? She was right there though. Is there a difference? This is a chapter difference. Oh, yeah, it totally says bed in. Someone screamed. We arrive at the attic, but there are no life signals here. No one expected Alyssa's in the new. Mash? Sucks to be you. It's true that you need to be alone, but in this room specifically, the rules are different. After all, it is my nest. One look at it, and your present goes missing. Kudos to you, your good intention. But coming to me without a plan is begging to become the first couple of victims.
Kumano 温泉にようこそ。ボーナス獲得。遠慮入り十分楽しんだでしょ。やば、チャンネル間違えた。やば、チャンネルそういうのもたまにはね。それくらい余裕。あれね、サポートして。これくらいやれるわ。そこ、動くな。バン。粒子化あれね、開始。この辺かな。今は失う。私好み。遠い夢。そこで。私好み。せーの、転がせて。ヘック、クローダック。遅い。余裕です。コズミックツアースタート。華やかでしたか。それは結構。新しく術を作って成功。
仕事の時間だ。頑張っ。さらにいいものをもらってしまった。この旅館。
普段よりは多少ほんの少し
やってやるわ。
十分楽しい
あがめんのやってやるわ。今度こそ決める。サポートしてサポートして。あれね、見つけた。止めて下げる。よし、吹っ飛べ。最新の魔法を見せてあげる。ディストーション。なしと。もう一つ増やしておくか。
今は失う。
展開。私好み。
遠い夢を。
スキャリーコズミックツアースタート。好み。
泳ぐよりは楽しかったよ。無様な姿がとてもいい。飛んで火にいる夏の虫ってね。
ガン首並べちゃってな。今度こそ決める。
格の違いを知りなさい。
合ってる。今度こそ決める。
十分楽しい。
やってやるわ。あれね、見つけた。サポートして。見つけた。あれね、バン。お仕置きコンビネーション。甘いわね。最新のサポートして。温まってきた。
視線はそのまま。
バン。これくらい余裕やってやるわ。最新の魔法を見せて試してみる。
遠い夢を。 オールアバ これ以上は必要ですか。異論はありません。視線はそのまま。せーの、
Hello, Aiden.
今のこの辺かな。よしよし。この時代だとこのくらいよね。
解消。
幸福。
私ともあろうものが予行練習にしては派手すぎたようですね。
ふと思ったんだが、これって清掃業務。次の依頼だ。焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう。次の依頼だ。焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう。次の依頼だ。焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう。さらにいいものをもらってしまった。
In the points.
やったぞマスター。
自分今回は山のような仕事とかけてよく晴れた日。
熊野温泉お土産品。
アリッサ、そろそろ違うこと言った方がいいっすよ。
Yeah, I know. There I am again. I apologize for the frequent inconvenience. Sure, I'd like to express my condolence. Thank you for providing the rare experience of giving a LG life to the deceased in question. Now with that out of the way, is this corpse yours, Alco? Yes, definitely. You can bring on your opposition, deduction, and furies now. Was this the alco sent from the future? Did Aozuki not say that no two individuals can occupy at the same time period? That's right. But there may be a slight lag to operation. Sometimes if I'm not paying attention, future me may have made fancy miscalculation. Calculation are the last thing you ever want to get wrong for a ray shift. So these remains are of an Aozuki who was sent again from the future. I'm already past understanding. That isn't even the most important part. People, let's focus less on Aozuki's basic mistakes and more on her murder this time around. The cause of death was shock as a result of being cut by a bladed weapon. Could also be death by blood loss. The wound is on her front, so it doesn't seem like a surprise attack, which means they have the skills to slice at her up close. Quite a feat, most certainly in the Sword Saint class. If it was just a plain old Swordsmaster, her beam still would have worked. I'd like to hear some information on this morning, Secret Spring. Who was the first to discover her Kinomi? That'd be me. I got up late today after I was up last night finishing cleaning. I'm usually there for 5 AM, but this morning it was 6 as I didn't have the key. That being the key to the hot spring. Right, of all the Secret Spring, today was booked for Miss Rogi for the past year. 10 million yen in advance. Cha-ching, that saved me from a tight spot, gotta tell you. That's why I made sure it was blocked last night before it being positive only Miss Rogi would be the one to unlock it in the morning. If I feel free to dip. But this morning I strolled into the reception after 6, a little late but still discreet. There were no clothes in the changing hamper, so I cracked the door open to see if Rogi had shown up yet. And the lock was open. Aozuki dead body here, like so. It's certainly extraordinary to book it for a year in advance. Senpai, what was today's Secret Spring? Family prosperity. You're improperly considered. Either Aozuki was lured here and killed by Rogi, or Aozuki was mistaken for Rogi and killed in turn. Whichever circumstance we have to ask Rogi about it, Yuki, Sojiro, Ash, care to do the honors. You should go along too, Aozuki. The Metroid looks as though she'll play it cool while keeping her mouth shut. Having you present will make matters far simpler. All I need to do is pretend I never met her before. Sure, I got this. We'll go check out the other guests. I think the only one left are Shiro, Fujinon, Sugitani, and Kashin. I'll see to Shiro and Sugitani. Just to be sure, Al should talk to Fujinon, and Kinomi should talk to Kashin. Then we'll be splitting up. Let's meet in the lobby later, when we finish talking.
Kumano 温泉を
来たっすね。かくしてシャバゾウと
Here's Rogi's room. The Mirage suit. It's already 8 in the morning, so it won't be rude to ring. Oh, the detective assistants. Judging by the serious looks, I take it something has happened again. Is your family all unharmed? Not only unharmed, but irate. I was taking tests for a supposed unnecessary expense. His reason being that I was setting a poor example that our daughter could learn from. Nothing in there about my welfare. That just sounds harsh. Incident, where did you go this morning? I planned to be at the hot spring this morning, but some urgent business came up. I happened to pass her, my friend there, in the hallway. She had something to tell me this morning. Yeah, hello again. Do you remember what it was I said? You asked about where the place for granting wish was. Which would mean the secret spring, right? You seemed like you were in a hurry, so I handed over the key. Just like that. This place was booking the family prosperity spring a whole year in advance. Sure, that's why I came to stay here with my family. But whether or not a wish come true didn't really matter. Getting to take a trip with your family to have a bath in a hot spring with that kind of lure to it. Isn't that lovely in itself? Which I'm fine with. That's why I'm not hung up on using bath first or getting my wish. I see, so going about making a wish for your family was your primary purpose. The memory is more important than the purpose, all that aside. My being under suspicion must mean there was another corpse in the bathing area. Who was killed this time? With what weapon? If you don't mind my inquiring, was the body contorted? Cut down with an edged weapon. Ah, it's a small relief that the cause of death is more normal. So a blade wound. Mind if I take a look too? I don't see why not. If Alco's okay with it, Toby Meyer didn't say that you were like the culprit. Look, if you want, I got no grounds to stop you. Then I bleach for your help. Could you give me a minute? Wait, is that real? Isn't that sword not just real, but a valuable antique? Not to worry, it's only for self-defense. If someone is using a blade to kill, shouldn't I at least take this along? What do you think? I'll say it straight. It is my sword that cut her. Only skill put into it doesn't measure up. This inn seems to have a look-alike of me. I wonder if this is another one of the place haunting problems. It figures. Yeah, for some reason known, a living copy appears of whoever's out to use the secret string. Every morning that Aozuki runs into one of these copies, it gets her killed. I'm thinking the granting of wishes involves the live copy of whoever wanted to bathe in secret spring. Sounds like the Kuden of Kumano. She brought up that a monster here is a god who can reveal the future to people, right? As the tale tells it, a Kuden dies after predicting the future. But maybe the Kuden of Kumano reveals the future to whoever wishes for it, because it does want to die. The result being, whoever sees the future, big Kuden dies in its stead, which would mean they get killed by their own future. I suppose that's about interpretation. So if I never showed up at the bathing area, the one who would kill would have been me, if everything adds up. I don't think I'm losing confidence against myself, but a living copy of me in this place. When the future Kuden shows appears, the rule for praying takes effect and that requires one person to die. Could this be a rule unique to this mountain? A curse of some kind? Or alcohols and their particular powers have several times suffered enormous defeat. It seems that way. You might let your guard down once or twice, but more than 3 times bears consideration. Alyssa's answered the question who's been killing Aozuki. A mountain monster that's dwelled here for ages, Mon-Mon-sama, as Kinomi calls it, is Aozuki's killer. No kerosene word for it. It's a system that kills those who try to use the secret springs. But under that mechanism, wouldn't there be similar past incident? The place would be notorious for it. Unless it's a secret spring for this year or special, I even have a feeling I know they would be. Last night you mentioned Shiro a minute ago. Do you know that old man at all, Ryoki? No, not at all. Whatever do you mean? Yes, you do. Huh, I don't suppose it would be likely you were fooling around with him while your husband and daughter were. Not a million years. Shiro and I are business partners. When he gets his hands on some well-preserved art that can't go on the white market, I'm the first customer he calls, that's all. He did call himself an art dealer. So that's how you know each other. Then what would that have to do with the urgent business this morning? Well, last night I found out one particular piece wasn't going on to be on for sale. That got me so out of it that I suddenly asked Fujino to go talk to Shiro on my behalf. My husband, who overheard from the other side of the sliding door, asked if he could have a word with me, the light glinting off his glasses. Crummy ghost stories are nothing compared to that dread. I thought I stumbled into one of the Kumano Inn, haunting right there. I can relate to living in the same house as people with poor spending priorities. Plenty of things have come to light thanks to Real Geek account. Let's get over to the lobby. Tobimari and the rest should be waiting. It's time we brought this case to a close. And that's the information we gathered since. So the killer for this morning is conclusive this other Rogi. Is same with Tsukitani. Yeah, I found my fake faded into the fog yesterday, but that was only Kuenji sex her and unrelated to secret spring killing. Guess there's no choice but to end this at the source. I don't know what makes this Wanwan-sama, but it's best to find in the story whatever acting as it is. We'll have to find some people before doing that. You were in your room, Sugitani, but Shiro wasn't. Fujino isn't present either. Kachin likewise is nowhere to be found. Looking back, she hasn't been seen since I went to bring her breakfast early this morning. That goddamn doll makes her suspicious. She sleeps in the old building, doesn't she? I'll go take a look. Fujino must have gone to visit Shiro in his room. I believe it was the Holy Hawk suit. Alright, that's a mix-up. It's true that he stayed in the Holy Hawk suit, but on the second day, he told me the room was foreboding. So moving to the next one over, the Holy Hawk crest really didn't sit well with him. The room next door, maybe I'm mistaken, but was a camellia suit. Great, he took a liking to it, calling the room downright charming. Is it a modern room or what? No, that's one of the 5 horrors, the writer's news. It's got to be the worst room this place can offer. Why would you substitute one so dangerous for him? Kachin told me if I don't make use of it from time to time, it'll get to kick crib. You can't tell if you don't try. If no haunting comes to pass, it can be put on the market for regular customers. You get it? Hehe. Utobi simpleton, you haven't gained an ounce of responsibility, have you? I'm feeling horrible premonition, come on. We should get over there right away. Yuki Soichi or Azuki. And our good preparator who knows the inn's secrets, here to come with me. You don't mind leaving Mash and I here. Tsukushi should be here with you. It can't be a habit of his venture into danger. Sure isn't. You don't need my help to jump into the deep end of a ghost story. Then Kuenji will be here to guard Tsukuchi. I'm sorry to ask this of you, Mash, but could you go back to my room and guard my family? Yes, count on me. Thank you very much for your trust. If Fujino is possessed by an evil spirit, you should kill her before she kills you. Keeping you distant or hiding in shadows are bad moves. Close in on her while another person is being targeted. Questionable looking smoke in the hall already. Mind telling us circumstances of how the writer's news become a haunting Kinomi? Sure thing, it happened quite a while back in the Showa era. I heard about it from my predecessor. There was this author who fallen into a slump, couldn't get his pen going. Back in May, that was as hot as any summer. He had an editor show up to look after him. The stay was long term, so everything was booked it well in advance. The author had a wife and child who come by to stay at the inn. But it wasn't the author who brought them here, but the editor. You're going to finish the story this time. Put it off and your family will answer for it. Well, those were the times they lived in. Writer types who got all the praise were still slaves to the publisher. And so day after day, the editor kept on pushing the author to submit a manuscript. The door to Camelot's suit, locked it from the hallway side, couldn't be opened from within. The author couldn't leave. But even then, after such an extreme measure, the guy couldn't write a lick. The editor attitude only got worse by the day. Signs of abuse down on the wife and child got more noticeable too. Right around here is where the author must have had a nervous breakdown. He told the editor he wanted to have supper with his family, and they were shown to the Camelot room. After putting them to bed with sleeping pills he'd been taking, the author hanged himself with a towel. Hanging yourself isn't that difficult even when there are no ceiling beams. The next day when the editor called out to him, he replied from the inside, "I'm not up for it." The day after, when the editor called out to him, he replied, "I still can't write." After another day, when the editor called out to him, then what did he say? A voice replied behind the editor, "I can't ever leave." Then the editor opened the door room to find the hanged body of the author, as well as the wife and son who overdosed on the pills. It was like a hot, like summer, with the room like a sauna. The corpse had decomposed mighty quick too. The editor was certainly disturbed, but noticed the manuscript on the desk. Oh well, may as well take it if it's half done. No doubt that's what he thought, so the editor went into the room, shut the door, and that's all she wrote. What are you getting at? That's all she wrote, that is just all. For next year, nobody emerged, and nobody opened it up. In any case, it was creepy enough that my predecessor invited over a fainted exorcist, but when they managed to open the door, nothing was inside, not even a single corpse. Just one human corpse can cause unmanageable difficulty. Leave it be, and putrid smell renders the room useless. However, the chemistry was just as it was the year before. Therefore, there couldn't have been an incident in the inn from the beginning. The author and his family left the place at some point, and the editor never followed up after. That's how the story was settled. All I could say in return is what the only way it could have gone. Which is why Cashin told me to be extra careful on muggy days in May. She says he's still locked up by his lonesome, but I let that remark go over my head. But wasn't that back in the show era? Oh, I guess I forgot to mention that the new building and its foundation used to be a vision of the old Kumano Inn. Up to the second floor was an addition that only got some renovation. Hehe, they called it cost effective. I get the picture. You're good at telling ghost stories. Kidding, just be sure to apologize profusely to Shiro after this. About in the field. of the concept of class where you can't open it up from the inside. It'd be nice if not going in were a sure countermeasure. Could anyone else just wait in the hallway holding the door open? I guess so, now that there is nothing we can do. That's all I can think of. I'll be just taking it sit down while you're setting that. If you don't mind me waiting nearby while you're busy. You're not scared even in the smoke. Yukitomo. Is he not playing the part of the haunted resort owner? Sure, go wait in the hollyhock suit next door. Roger. Okay, here's the canvas suit. That's troubling us. Yuki Sojiro, Roki, you all ready? Okay. Seeing as how telekinesis or something might erupt from inside, I rush right in after opening the door. Then Yuki follow a moment later. I'm going in. 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you two okay in there? The lights went out all of a sudden. No need to panic, just stick together. The evil spirit is coming out. So let's mop up here and keep moving. Music is so creepy.
それ切り込むのね。すべては夢。これが名残の花。どう？ふっ。おしまい。空が明けれ任せて。どう？ふっ。おしまい。切り込むのね。あれね。見つけた。あれね。よし、吹っ飛べ。スフィアブレイズ。爆発手にしてあげる。切り任せて。落とすわ。落とす。どう？おしまい。やってやるわ。これくらい余裕。見つけた。せーの、スフィアブレイズ。期待には応えられたかしら。
Arcued? The lights are back on. What's that strange thing the spirit offer? You're so strong, Mr. Rogi. It's no big deal. I was copying someone else's moves. I hope the fighting is over, because I don't have the stamina for more. Oh great, you people shouldn't have come in here. I've been yelling you not to open the door, but I figured you weren't able to hear it. This room is cursed. From the outside, the door must have looked perfectly ordinary. Sorry, we had to plan to hold the door open, but it got dark all of a sudden. I see touching the door is as much as conditioned to get locked inside as entering the room. It's not your fault, Alyssa. The rules are designed to be imbalanced and underhanded. But we can think of a way to leave the door later. Are you here to be hurt? Rogi, did you come here for my sake, knowing that you can't leave the room once you're in? Yes, I didn't think much of the severity of the situation. I can't afford to lose you, can I, Fujino? Besides, Shiro still hasn't delivered me the piece we agreed on. Huh? What's the situation to put your hobbies first? You're one hardcore connoisseur. I thought you were on offer terms with each other. She's my bodyguard. Since there were some unsettling rumors about this inn, I hired her to escort the family. Yes, if the client was anyone other than her, I would have not relinquished my vacation time. But the baths here were quite good, and we have amusing occurrence every day, so I do feel like I'm taking relaxing breaks from my routine. Oh, so that's why you've been watching Rugi's movement. I felt content it looked like you were tailing and surveilling her in search of opportunity to strike. And I was telling her out of habit, and had nothing better to do. Fujino. Sorry, I had some information to relay first. My client Rugi requested me to ask Shiro why he called off their deal. Under her order, I entered the Camilla suit. I learned there was someone else already in the Camilla suit conversing with Mr. Shiro. Who was it? Kashin. She noticed me and left the room with package in hand. Later, the room lights failed and we became unable to leave. Yeah, and the phone stopped working. We were in a bad spot, but then we heard your voices and footsteps. Don't come in, we yelled. Go call for someone more familiar with the 5 horrors. And you didn't hear a word of that. In Kashin's suitcase. Yeah, the katana that I promised the Madame Rogi, as I mentioned, I'm a retired art dealer. I learned that the Madame, a yearly high value buyer of mine, would be staying at this inn. I've been holding on to the Kanesada forged piece she wanted, so I thought this was an opportunity to deliver it and enjoy the waters while I was at it. Before I knew it, Kashin was being used to the purchase. I could not really say for myself. So Mr. Sheer Big Secret turned out to be a sword smuggling. And he told Rogi the deal was off because he was going to sell the sword to Kashin. Yes, he sent a letter last night. I felt like stabbing my pillow, but I already grown out of my teenage habits. Huh? But you split your pillow in two. There were feathers scattered all over the room and... Fujian, let's get back to our room already. We need to discuss our friendship and death. Have you been listening, Rogi? This room is where we cannot go outside. Just like this. Mystic eyes. Not haunted anymore, is it? As her sister would say, it takes a well-aged sword to break a boundary. I knew the blade would snap from that, but it's a shame. I wanted a new sword because I could tell this one wouldn't last long. Huh? You can cut curses with your katana. Seems so. I hear that a sword saint can cut anything. Gotta keep that in mind if I ever get to fight a samurai. I wonder where katana can cut a boundary. Oh, so that's what Keshin wanted it for. Did she say anything to you? Not to me. When I passed by her, I heard her mumbling. With this, I can finally open the sealed door. Oh, there you are. Since the smoke cleared up, has the chemical suit been exorcised? Or do grave looks mean something else? I suppose Shiro and the others were. Before Keshin opens an opening door. Huh? What do you mean? Where's Madame Rogi? Explanation can wait. Rogi and the rest needs to stay in their rooms. Music Dystopia Mars. Are you fine with not calling Alice Azuki? Yuki has to be worried about match 2. No time for taking detours. Whatever Keshin really is, there was an almighty secret spring at the end of the room with an opening door. We can't let that wish come true. I don't know what's coming, but it's something bad. Let's get to an opening door right away. Those gunshots came from the opening. Those gunshots came from the opening. Shame you made it in time. This would have been come to end without tiny time interference. To rest easy, Lord Kumano. The time has come to utilize this dull body in order to become the Kudan Wanwan-sama. You guys showed up at the perfect time to stop her. She's been a puppet all this time, and has finally let out her true nature be exposed. What do you mean by that? I am in fact a doll, a 2. If so. If so, you're most wise, a human who can gaze upon the future, interrupt correctly. Such humans are to my liking. Humans such as you are what give me motivation. Knowledge stands winners, admiration, despise the arrogance, those foster the pride they confer. The wish laid before Kumano Wellspring must be more simple. No gain for oneself, nor stealing from another. You must be pure, and not trample on your wishes of your neighbors. Nevertheless, I'll go Shizuku Yuki. You three do not qualify. Your wishes to save the world are very, 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 very commonplace, and this is very much forbidden. This huge monster is Wanwan-sama. My true name is one born from lies. Whatever rumors of me that spread show themselves to be as fact. But which have you? What worth does it bear? Is it the only one kind in the world? Is there no other like it? If that's whatever case, whatever happens to the world, tomorrow's stars shall grant you your wish. Yes. However beautiful a wish, however sound the fairy, when a duplicate appears, is reduced to stardust. A star lost among the countless others shared the same night sky. Security is required. Number one star can only be born from a wish that only once of its kind. The only one wish that births the number star. What is that supposed to mean? I don't get anything she's trying to say. Either way, both of you need to be careful. You be careful too. Wanwan-sama, or whatever she is bringing with malice. I always like to run away, but even if we do, it can only be further through the door. And so leave that for later. Let's settle this here, Yuki. You have two Sugitani. Here's a chance to get some payback. You're serious about going up against this thing that has all the looks of your angry deity. Look, then I'll do it, as long as there's no other choice. It's not in keeping the Buddhist teaching, but it fits my wish. Nothing personal, Kashin. It won't be the scripture that delivers your last rites, but hot lead.
シャバ像これくらい余裕よ発展途上ですので耐えられますか？大きく見つけた。
Berserker.
感知なさい。国道はこの城の対の月の城にようこそ。なだれたね。そこ動く。
もちろん。
あれね、
さて、
サポートして大魔弾発射。
まったく青崎ときたら
これくらいやれるわ。
日に日に鈍くなっているな。
Oh, come on. A dream MP.
あちらですか。見つけた。小さ危ないですね。お仕置きコーディネーション切り上げ。あまり険しく動かないでください。あれね、サポートして。わかりました。もらうわ。チャンスもらえ。遊びが過ぎました。次は少しだけ真剣に。サポートして。曲がる。大魔弾発射。バン。
I feel like it wants me to destroy this.
やられちゃった。体が悪い。了解。ブーストスタイマシモーター。これでどうだ。バーニア突撃します。さあオルテナンス全機能解放。一歩前、地弾一歩前に。はあターンパス。これでどうだ。ハイアグルトランスファー。バンカードビロ被弾収束。了解。地弾装填済みです。ブーストストライクマシモーター。ハイアグルトランスファー。 誰であれ一歩了解。差し込む。ぶっ飛べ。バーニャ突撃します。たー一歩了解。時短装填済みです。はあ、これで有効レンジ入りました。ハイアングルトランスファー。申し訳やってやるわ。やるっすかシャバゾウ。
もちろん動いているのは呼吸はある。
どこまで行け。見つけた。
ああ、切り札か。やってみよう。
最初の底から今まで端へ。ブレーン層をひとまたぎ。
よし、行くぞ。おう、ステン
逃げられるぞ。私の方が私の方が強い。スピン力展開。ついてこれる。ポズ、私がねじり切ってしまいますね。ストレンジダウンチャームトップ。
お疲れ様。全然打ち足りないけどこの辺りにしておきましょう。
We beat it. Well, I've been in line of work a long time, but I never saw a mounted monster like that before. It's practically a god. And I could have cursed the whole inn to death in its entirety for starters. If I hadn't stopped it, the damage would have been far worse. And now it's gone, there's no more unpleasant air to hanging over the inn. That will wrap everything up. The other hauntings ought to eventually subside. Same with the source of world destruction. It's not a given, even if the almighty secret ring is up ahead. The more strange thing can happen as long as there is no one sound to make wishes come true. Well, at least in theory. Only we haven't learned who it was that wished for such a thing. That's my one regret. Master, are you safe? Sure am. Ooh, you're fast mash. I can't keep up. Well, does this relaxed atmosphere tell me that everything's settled? Well, great. But catch and collapse, what are you guys doing? Help her out. Maybe she looks like the bad guy behind it all, but I don't care. Say something, Kashi. Suzuki, is this place the unopenable room? There are many new faces present. Are you all new customers? Do you not remember any of us? Senpai Kashimo likely has. Wan-sama was possessing her. Though it seems, she doesn't seem to be putting on an act. Kashin, you broke the seal on the unopened door and turned into Wan-sama. Does this make any sense to you? I did that? I'm truly sorry. That was an order blender, speaking as a doll maker. Truly, I do feel as though I've been in darkness, as I were in a lengthy dream. No kidding, no wonder your behavior seems so off. Even though pronouncing words has always loose in spots, gosh, in the last few days it's been smooth as silk. I was speaking normally. I have the Ox God descent to thanks for that. Once I spot doing other misdeeds, the Ox God is unkind to people after all. Or to when bringing on strong, haunting events, for instance. Is that not what it does best? Oh, so it was doing occasions with Wulan that made the fight or start up with the worst possible timing. Calling out the long hallway to make us disappear with Ishitenlin on the run. Seeing by the case and setting up trap for us by hiding it in the inverted mirror room. And then calling out ghosts of the chameleon suit as a last resort. I see if I was odd how bad stuff kept happening one after the other. Yes, then was it the Oxcod's fault that I was turned into a woman? That was my preference. You had good soul, so I did extra for you. So from the time of our arrival, Wulan-sama was Kashin. I understand that your consciousness was taken over in the process, Kashin, but for what purpose did you originally stay at the Kumano Inn? I was a sorcerer who came here to capture phantasmal beasts inhabiting this mountain, the Ox God. I suppose his interest was in the eyes that saw the future. However, the Ox God was a spirit that existed without form. Once realizing he could not be captured, he set off to find another holder of the unique ability. I was left behind on the mountain. I already obeyed my master instruction to conduct research into the Ox God, but before I knew it, I came to be called the priestess of the Ox God ever since. Is that how it went? I apologize for making you tell such a painful story. No discourtesy whatsoever. I am not even a priestess. Even that she has the closest connection to the Ox God, that must be what got her possessed in the first place, by the god itself. Do you think it's through that door? True, may I also go inside, seeing as we got this far. Sounds good, Kinmomi. Yeah, sure. Feels like I'm about to pay for my sins, but at least it won't be Wulan-sama that I answer to. Alright, let's get in there. I'm interested too. It may mean a second boom for the inn if it all goes well. You heard Miki, I'm ready to go when you are. Owsley seems calm about the whole thing, and I don't feel anything strange either. I doubt there's any danger anymore. Seems like a naturally formed shaft. Wulan-sama's way home was a good way of putting it. If not risky as rock climbing, be careful and you'll be able to get down without a hitch. No magical energy response, always slight heat source. Something geothermal based on the story passed down. Ahead there should be. There it is, the 6th secret spring. So the almighty secret spring really did exist. Oh, but then we went and defeated Wulan-sama already. Sorry that it turned out this way. I touched the water with no unnoticed effect whatsoever. The 4th day secret spring. For male reincarnation, today's family prosperity has strong magic energy at work. But this is a hot spring like any other. The quality of the water seems good at least. There you have it, hard luck, Hinomi. That was totally fine. The evidence by itself will ensure its popularity. Building an elevator down the shaft would be not so good an idea. Can spoil the place's rustic beauty. So after building a wooden staircase, to make getting it in easier, putting a beam across the ceiling and setting some minimum lighting. That'll complete the secret spring of Wulan-sama. Alright, I'm getting excited. This will turn everything around. That should close the books on the Kumano Hot Springs murder case. Woo! Feels like divine intervention brought the bunch of you here. More help with loans or marketing are appreciated. There you have it. Anything to add, Aozuki? Nothing. I hit the point where I'm impressed. Kinome alone wins the day with his abundant avarice. Ah, hot spring bath. After a hard day's work is the best. Look as though you're finally laying your hair down. Maybe because just your circumstances were so different. Be forgiving of her sloving ways mash. Sure, I'm very grateful to the other guests who have remained at the inn. It was good of them to give up the open air bath tonight. Right now, Wanwan-sama has been eradicated, and the case is closed. The inn's haunting will gradually disappear, with the almighty secret spring giving up in return. Nice work, Mash. Thanks for keeping watch over my room. The hauntings are allegedly going away, so I can let my family enjoy the water in private starting tomorrow. So it looks as though Miss Rugi will be staying on. What about everybody else? Well, Kashin suffered some considerable mental damage. As a result, turning into Wanwan-sama, she's a mess. The plan is to give her some time to get back together, before filling her ear with 2 years of complaints. I'll be around the inn for a little while longer. This incident made me realize how much training I lack. Which that hellhole cave is perfect for, don't you think? There's no light in there, and ample boulders for targets. I'll be bidding you farewell here. My business is done, and I got to feel the hot springs. I'm better off going back to my real life ahead of the rest. See you around, Detective Brax. I'll give you a discount if we ever meet again someplace. Ah, but you never did avail yourself to open air bath. We're so proud of. Why not stay an extra night and use it? I'll defer its use to those who earned it. I got open air baths back home anyway. True, there's no need to mind us, Alko and Kuenchi, so the rest of you enjoy it. Thanks, Sebeja, take your advice, along with the Sky Suit group. Oh. Wait, I'm not seeing Tobimaru anywhere. Tsukuji should be in the old building's lobby. That's where he usually is in the evening. Now that I mention it, what's he been doing there anyway? He's thought to have been looking for leads on the Aozuki killings, but he's been downright sneaky. Didn't you go somewhere a while ago, Tsukuji? More or less, I had some time to pursue souvenirs from the gift shop. I've been out of the office for nearly a week now. If you don't at least buy something, don't you think that gives a bad impression? A very mature response, 10 years later, and you're still looking at the fine details. I'm a coward at heart. I've always been high-strung like that. Unlike you guys and Aozuki, I can't take action when push comes to shove. When you're up against the wall and can't do anything else, just stiff yourself up and inch your way around it. This probably won't come to pass, but you can always wish for a miracle. Any regrets about the whole thing? Forget about that. I'm enjoying life as it comes. Nothing for the future to do but get brighter. Wait, that's right. You and Mash were from the future. Soju and I are from the people from 2001. Though I don't know, but I don't mean the Sonochi here right now. It's no minimum, but an ignoring momentary change of heart. Society and the country haven't changed. The age of uncontrollable growth is finished, as is the age is suffering its after effects. Most people think that from now on, everything can be seen in new light during an age of endless progress. The gap between rich and poor will disappear in 10 years, as will trivial prejudice our numerous countries develop. When they all proudly boast of such a convenient outlook, well, we can't help but view the world autistically. How's in your time, Yuki? Is the world like something out of the movies? There are no flying cars anyway. Maybe the low convenience has surpassed the dreamy movie world. Isn't it amazing how advanced mobile devices are? I find it more initiative than flying cars, at least as far as condensing down the world. Ryo said something about that. The world became like a dream, and in exchange people lost the ability to weave their dream into tales. I don't consider that the case. No matter the times or the kind of censorship, there are always people who talk about their dreams. The only difference is who inherits it. It doesn't even have to be a person from your time to receive it. Who inherits the dream? Even if in our time, or if the world in which that person lives is one that enters an evolutionary dead end. Do you mean to say that what's born there will have acknowledged and loved by the next generation? Even if that world has been erased, because it isn't, right? Match your tactics. It's not quite the image I have, but the analogy is excellent. Traveling over one culture to give birth to a new one, that's the way our history has been. But there will always be people who inherit dreams with nowhere else to go, or desire yourself to do so, all to lead the world expansion. Sounds like some high-level discussion over there, by letting us in on it. Gotta be ready for cryptocurrency. No, I don't want to hear it. My own fault for bringing up such a vital type of subject. We're better off knowing no matter how the future develops. I got nothing on our here and now. Renting an open air bath under stars at luxurious inn for yourself and continental friends. What great luxury is there? To each your own time, so talk about the future later. For the time being, let's enjoy what we have at present. And so the current fell over the events at Kumano Inn in 2001 regarding Wawan-sama. Past, present, and future, these men and women from different worlds look up the stars and fought their respective times while respectfully reflecting on the lives they lead. The Wawan-sama remained unidentified, and the killer action remained perplexing. The last night on Earth went on. The next morning, the corpse of Elsa will be discovered in the bathing area. Again. How's she not a Lancer?
Kumano 温泉にようこボーナスボーナス獲得今度ご飯おごってねミッションクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞミッションクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞいらっしゃい